What's up, Phone Fam? It's your boy Not Enough and your girl, Miss Lady Not Enough. We just came out of the gym. We gotta go to the store, get some household items, and guess what's next to that store? A Goodwill! So without further ado, let's go Blaster Bargains hunting! Coming up on the first Goodwill, and we see an Elite XD Alpha Trooper from 2015. I remember seeing one of these when I was out of town thrifting. It was too much money, but this time it was only $1.99, so you know I was gonna take that with me. Checking out the next shelf, and there's a Raptor Strike. I remember this was one of my earlier blasters. I do not have one now, so Ms. Not Enough, would you kindly please hang on to that for me to think about it? And some laser blasters. I'm seeing more and more of these. I'm assuming it's one of those toys you pick up, you play for a little bit, and then the kids get bored, and then you donate it to Goodwill. Earlier version of the Laramie Hyperfire from the early 2000s. Kind of cool to always see that. Don't know what that is. And another one of these ARLs, again without the G-damn mag. And another one without the mag. But yeah, never have to mag these damn things. My luck is running out. Next Goodwill. What do we got here? We got a takedown for $3.99. I got a couple of these already, so gonna let somebody else have the luxury of finding that and being happy with it. One of these double fires. I've never understood the string prime mechanism. These things break a lot. I put it back. Fortnite DPE pistol. These are pretty cool. They come in a 2-pack set, I believe. $1.99 wasn't a bad deal. I believe I did take this one, but for now I think I put it aside to think about it. And right below it, we had a Fortnite BASR-L, which is the rifle. It did not have the scope. They wanted about $5.99. This one really never interested me, although it did have the mag. I'll let somebody else go ahead and grab that, so I went ahead and put it back. And right above that, a Battle Blazer by Busby Adventure Force. Didn't have the chain as usual. I put that right back. Further down on that shelf, there was a Mega Cyclone Shock, a really cool little pistol. I definitely want to mod one of these. It was not half off day, so maybe if I come back and it is, I'll grab it. Little older Adventure Force X-Shot 3-shooter little pistol, the ones you have to manually rotate the barrel. Kind of cool, but it was a little sun faded, left that behind. One of these Ryan's Toys set that comes with 2 pullback Reflex 6 kind of imitation blasters, a monorail blaster by Busby. This is actually one of the cooler products they've put out in the recent years. Carries like 9 rounds all in an inline internal clip. Kind of cool. And look at this, a little Rebel Jolt. I don't think I have one of these, but Miss Not Enough will appreciate me grabbing this, so I went ahead and grabbed onto that. And of course, a Liberator. You can't not deny that these are awesome. This is basically the Adventure Force Dart Zone version of the takedown. Good old Nerf AccuStrike Falcon Fire here on the shelf. These are more readily available now that I've ever seen them before. I got more than I'd like to admit, so I put that right back on the shelf. And finally, I couldn't believe it. An ARL with the mag. It is time to celebrate. Also black tag, which was half off, so I think I got that thing for like $2. A professional 180-gram Frisbee. I love these things. These things are getting pretty expensive. Last time I checked, they were like $8 or $10 at Walmart. So for 99 cents, you know I was taking that. A Fortnite Heavy SR Mega Sniper Rifle. Missing the scope as usual, and they wanted $16. No thank you. And oh my god, the one Praxis variant I was missing, the Lumitron. I was so happy to find this. It even had the Firefly magazine. Batteries are probably corroded in it, but you know we take care of that. Moving on to the next Goodwill, guys. Immediately I see an Ultra 1. These things are starting to pop up a little bit. This one was in kind of good shape, but I already got 2 of them. I didn't need one, especially at $13. Looking on, and these cool laser blasters. There was, I believe, a blue one and a red one. Never seen this style. Had some power up kind of labeling on it. Might be some kind of sharper image special. So if you guys know what it is, please let me know. These are really, really cool. I'm not big into laser blasters, but these were very Halo-ish. I really like the ergonomics on them, and if I did ever purchase laser blasters, it would be these. Another one of these Powerball launchers with the hopper attached. Like I said before, I don't see these quite often. Didn't pick up that first one, wasn't gonna pick up this one. I don't need it, so I went ahead and just put it back on the shelf. Let's get it. Checking out this popular Goodwill that normally has some really, really good scores. Walking in, I see a Boomco Rapid Madness without the slide clip, as they usually have, and that was a non-pickup. Nerf Flip Shots Flip 16. This is probably the most undesirable of the series. If you want to know why, just watch Coop 772's review on the series. And right underneath here, there's a Fortnite GRL. Probably one of the worst hemp rocket firing options out there, especially at that price. No thank you, I put that right back. Some off-brand little blaster and another not so well performing hemp rocket launcher, the Fortnite RL. Didn't need one of those. I actually sold the only one I had because I don't really like them. Put that right back. First thing I see when I walk into the next Goodwill is a Nitro Moto Fury Rally from Nerf. This one had the sight. Now I've had one of these before with the sight. Didn't need another one, but it was nice to find them with the sight. I was just telling Joel King that it's kind of a hot commodity to find them with the sight on his Instagram post. Another Mega Cyclone Shock. These Goodwills are kind of proud of their blasters. A little bit pricey. And a Rapid Strike with a Hyperfire drum attached to it. Some kind of modulus extended barrel up front. They wanted way too much money for this. This Goodwill, like I said, is very pricey. Doing the Lord's work, picking up this Fortnite TS blaster off the floor. Of course, they never had the door to the cargo compartment in the back. $10, definitely not worth that. I don't think it was on sale either. Looking on, and I find a Echo CS10 with a CS18 mag in it. Of course, they wanted way too much for this as well. $10. No thank you, putting that right back. And another Mastodon. I picked one of these up during my Black Friday road trip adventure. Great Blaster Bargains episode. I think it was episode 13. You guys might want to check that out. This was actually a cheap blaster compared to those undeserving blasters that had $10 and $15 prices. They only wanted $8 for the Mastodon. I kind of should have grabbed it, but I already have one and it's extremely of a bulky blaster, so I left it. Got a Generation 1 Dart Zone Magnum, not too bad. The X2 I really like a lot more. And we got a Modulus Demolisher. Now, if it wasn't for this Goodwill wanting an arm and a kidney for every blaster, I probably should have picked this up because I don't have one of these. They wanted $9 and it was in pretty good condition for the most part. I decided to put it back on the shelf, but I knew it was a decision that I would eventually regret. Not too far from the shelf, there was a Zombie Strike Long Shot 2014 variety. Only came in this color, but with no attachment. One of the earlier ways that Hasbro started cheaping out on people. Didn't really need it, so I put that right back. Cool little mid-generation Fire Strike. This is when they turned everything blue to orange. Light wasn't working, but no signs of corrosion. $4. I picked these up pretty much free recently, so I went ahead and left it for the next person. Nerf Doomlands Lawbringer. These are kind of cool. A bit heavy, but you can also dual wield these in a battle. Makes it for a very fun gameplay. I had one and eventually gave it away, so I went ahead and put this one right back. Some off-brand little Nerf pistols here, both the Jolt variety and the Fire Strike wannabe variety. I think there was a disruptor right underneath those. Didn't need that. I certainly have enough of these, especially not at $5. Nerf Tri-Strike. This is a pretty cool core blaster. Didn't need it, so I put it right back. XD Retaliator. Very cool blaster as well. This one didn't have a mag, but I have plenty of these. I think it had a halfway prime, so I deprimed it and I put it right back on the shelf. I kind of go to this Goodwill more for the variety of blasters than to see if I can buy anything. For example, this Red Artemis, great blaster, $8. I don't have one, otherwise I would have grabbed it. Had a little bit of sun faded, but I didn't need it, especially at $8. And this Mega Bulldog, these are kind of cool. Little deploy kind of technology. $7 for this thing. I think they're even cheaper brand new at Bell's. Stock shot without the little gimmick. These are kind of cool. A little bit of like a Snapfire Jolt kind of thing with a breech loading mechanism. Didn't really need it, to be honest. And wow, I can't believe I found one of these. My first sledge fire ever, guys. This thing was super clean and it had the 3 shells, the 2 that go in the storage, and it had 1 inside the breech. Man, I was so pumped to find this blaster, guys. This is definitely going to be the star of this episode. Definitely grab that. Underneath it was a twin shock, which a bulky blaster. It has okay performance. I don't really need one, even though I don't have one. But at $8, I think I could probably get luckier somewhere else. But I was definitely happy with that sledge fire. Out of the kids section was a Recon with some Retaliator parts on it, perhaps even a 3D printed little dart rail on top. $9.99. These people are completely out of their minds. Did do the Lord's work and returned this blaster to the shelf, but I didn't need that. All right, guys, as you can see, we made out pretty good on this haul. Starting with a 2015 Elite XD Alpha Trooper CS6. We got a Fortnite DPE. Couple of these little Rebel Jolts that Miss Notnuff is absolutely gonna love. Finally, my first Lumitron, the glow-in-the-dark disc shooting Praxis. I've wanted one of these for a long time. I could barely believe it, but I actually got a Fortnite ARL with the mag. This was absolutely incredible. If you search hard enough, you finally find it. And last but not least, guys, the absolute legendary find, to me anyhow, the Nerf Zombie Strike Sledge Fire. This thing is absolutely amazing. Break action, shell fed. It did have all 3 shells. If you really like this kind of thrifting stuff, these videos are as fun to make as they're as fun to watch, and we love making them for you. In fact, one video that I highly recommend is this one right here. That was a crazy adventure. Till next Blaster Bargains, let's get it!